Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Anglers RX podcast. Tonight, we've got the Yak-A-Bass TOC champions for the team's event. Shaun Leytem and Isiah West. These guys put up a pretty huge
Mega,
bag, 103 inches up at
mega
Lake
bag.
Berryessa. Yeah, mega bag. So we wanted to get them on and kind of see how the day broke down for them. And we're going to first off start with this. Guys, kind of explain the team format for Yak-A-Bass. I didn't get to fish it this year. Johnny, were you able to fish any of them?
A couple, yeah.
A couple of them.
That was
Okay.
pretty cool.
Yeah, let's start out with kind of how the team format works.
Team format, I'll start. A team format, it's pretty cool because I mean, you fish with a buddy, you fish with someone you never fished before, and I mean, I found out about it last year at Maloney's, and I think Shaun did too. So we're like, why not? Let's do it together. And you know certain lakes better than I do, and I know some places better than you do. So, and I'm kind of a power fisherman, and Shaun fishes a little more finesse, and he's able to clean up a little better.
Okay.
But being able to rely on your partner and having two guys do it, so which makes sense with the team series, you can run. One guy runs, hey, you go fish one side of the lake, I'll go fish the other, and we'll see what happens. But it's nice. But you get with 5 events this year, and then you get 2 events or 1 event, you can fish solo by yourself, and then you're allowed 2 motors, just like the Gambler series was.
Nice. And so how does it work for your guys' inches? So I noticed, Isiah, you had a hell of a day. I mean, you had a 22 and a quarter, a 20 and a half, and a 1975. And Shaun, I mean, you put up a 2075 and a 20. But obviously you caught other fish. So is it just whoever has the largest numbers, they accumulate that? So, in other words, you had three big fish, Isiah, and Shaun, you had 2, and obviously you had probably some other fish, but they take your largest 5, right?
Obviously. Yeah, they take the largest 5 combined.
It doesn't matter who catches them as long as you know. Okay.
No, so for example, so Clear Lake back in May, Shaun caught 101 inches, Shaun, or 102.
101.
I didn't catch nothing that day. I put a 0 on the board.
Wow.
So Shaun was able to hold it down for us on that event.
Okay. Awesome.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if Isiah wants. We could break down the whole TOC Berryessa thing. So basically, it was the top 25 teams qualified for the tournament. Unfortunately, there's only 16 teams end up signing up for it, and we were going to do drop downs and stuff like that. So again, like Isiah was saying, it's our best 5 combined. I pre-fished the day before. Isiah didn't pre-fish. It's like his home lake. He knows.
It's my home lake. I know what goes on there and when.
Yeah. So I went to the East Shoreline to practice. I was trying to find a shallow bite, maybe a top water bite. Ended up finding a couple packs, those wolf pack size schools of fish. But they weren't the right fish. They're only like 16.5-inch fish I was catching. So, talking with Isiah, we kind of both decided to go out to Puda Creek, and Isiah started in one area. He started at the bridge pilings, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to go up Puda Creek. I went all the way up to the 5-mile-per-hour buoys up there.
All right, that's a little bit of ways.
Yeah.
That's a good run.
I like to get away from people and just kind of not worry about, okay, this guy's going down this bank. Let me go over here now. I just want
I hear you.
Thing. And I started throwing top water in the morning, and I cut that 20-something incher, 23-quarter.
I saw the video.
Yeah, on that Chapo, and I was primarily targeting laydowns and stuff, and eventually I started fishing a little deeper stuff, some trees and about 25 to 30 feet of water. Caught a decent fish on a drop shot, then probably around caught some other topwater fish here and there. And about 10:30 is when Isiah called me and said, "Hey, where are you at?" I'm like, "I'm still in Puda." And he goes, "Hey, come out here where you were earlier this morning," because I had some issues with my steering cable in the morning. And I'm on the mega school. And if your partner says he's on the mega school, you need to go out and get out there. So it's about a 2.5 mile run back in where Isiah was. And I get there and it was the mega school. Like the bottom of the graph was just
Loaded with spaghetti, yeah.
Loaded. Like it was ridiculous.
And you were using the forward facing?
Yeah, I'll have my my regular graph on, but I have my forward facing just to kind of scan around and stuff. Just because when the school started moving around, I have mine set only at 80. I still got the 32. I don't have the 34 yet. So around 80, I can still see pretty well, and just scanning around, I can see the school over there. And we would go over there, and Isiah was, catch them on spoons, and he could elaborate more on the spoons and
I
this
can
strategy.
show them too. I got a couple.
But I tried spoon. I couldn't get them on the spoon. I end up just drop shotting and switching over to Morning Dawn, and they were eating it
on the bottom.
Yeah, they were just eating it. It was pretty incredible.
Were you using a long leader or?
I started out with a short leader, maybe like a 10-inch leader. When I retied, I actually made an 18-inch leader, and I think the 18-inch leader, I think I was getting more bites on.
Isiah, was it a jigging spoon or were they flutter spoons?
It was a flutter spoon. Let me grab it 1 second. So it's not this exact color, but it's the same. It's the same brand and same style, minus the little skirt material on it. I take them off. For some reason, this works better on a tail side of a bait. On the head side, it doesn't work very well. But that Jackal spoon, the action's a little different than everyone else than vertical spoons. Vertical spoons tend to roll. Those actually started to flutter down, and I was getting bit on the fall, and you could feel them all the way down touching it. And it just, when you get that right thump is when you lift into them.
Yeah, I love catching them on spoons, man.
Well, it's a pattern I found. Yeah, it's a pattern I found 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, let me check and see if they're still doing what they did 3 months ago. And sure enough, was able to get 2 off the bridge and started kind of running around, checking other bridges and some other spots I have in that area. Found some, caught a couple fish on a jig, but nothing of size. And on my way back to go to fish the bridge again, I noticed I crossed over. I'm like, oh, there's spaghetti on the graph. And I flipped the U-turn, put the scope down. I was like, okay, let's throw a flutter spoon. Sometimes it could be small ones, rats, or sometimes it could be that big school of moving fish that typically on that lake will school up really tightly. But normally what I see like that is smallmouth, which was weird because I've never seen the largemouth and spots school up like that.
So you were catching largemouth and spots.
Yeah, the spots were 15, 16 inches, and the largemouth were 18 plus. I think they were hanging out below because a lot of those fish, there was a bait ball above them, so they were looking up. So anything that fell down from that bait ball, they were on it.
Yeah, they'd all shoot right up probably.
Oh, they followed the bait all the way up.
Yeah.
Did you catch a lot of squat fish too?
No, I didn't, which is surprising because normally when I go fish the Pope Creek Bridge, I do end up catching squawfish on that bridge. I don't know what it is. It's just either the structure there or the bait that hangs around the bridge. They stay there.
So how many fish you think guys pulled off that wolf pack?
Before I was able to I called Shaun a couple of times and he had no service. I probably pulled 30 fish before Shaun answered his phone.
Holy moly!
Yeah, that's
a hell of a day. That's a hell of a day of fishing right there.
That's the disadvantage of going way up Puda. There's no signal up there.
Yeah.
Not until you get up to the certain section.
So how deep were those fish?
Those 25 to 40 feet. So we were fishing a point in a 5 mile an hour zone. I mean, the boat traffic was ridiculous, but we were still able to catch fish.
They were, yeah. The jets, people on jet skis were literally going, like, if Isiah would put his rod out, he could have hit them. They were coming right by and asked Isiah. I'm like, hey, are they asking for autographs or something? What's going on? They were just no. Actually, we advised them, hey, this is 5 miles per hour all the way out to the buoys, and you're making.
I did have to say something.
Had to educate them a little bit, but it was getting a little frustrating. But it's the water. It's summertime.
It's freaking amazing. I mean, we can have a whole conversation about this, but I was up at McClure on Sunday, and it's like, I mean, there's nobody around. There's no boats. There's no nothing. But yet that jet skier or that one boat has to cruise right past you really close. It's like, dude, you literally got this whole lake, and you chose to be 50 yards from me. I mean, come on. Yeah. So, I know.
If they had their boater's card, they would know.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but rentals don't require it. So that's the point that I don't like about them.
Yeah, if anybody, they need it.
Yeah.
I'm all about sharing the water and having fun with people, but
sure,
it's just common courtesy. Like,
not 5 feet from me.
We're in a kayak, you're in a boat, like you're gonna swamp me. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations on that spotted bass, buddy. That was huge.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was something else, man. I've actually been on a pretty consistent buzzbait bite up at McClure lately. So, the last couple weeks I've gone out, it's produced some good. I had a 6.5 pound largemouth about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and then this one, and consistently over 13 to 15 pound bags. Just this weekend, just throwing buzzbaits, and so, I mean, I'm not gonna contest it. It was hella fun. So
awesome.
You can't beat that.
No, you can't. So, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
What's helped me with all the boat traffic is you have to expect it.
Yeah.
So if you're fishing, let's say 20 yards off the shore, and a boat goes in between you and the shore, you just wave at him and tell yourself, you're a dumb, just wave at him and okay. Yeah.
See, there was nobody around Johnny and I when we were fishing Pedro one day because the dude just he was wearing Speedo. So he was out in front of the boat.
The Speedo no shirt
around us.
60-year-old man with a no shirt on. That usually scares quite a few people away.
And for some reason,
So I'm curious. So you guys had how many invited for the TOC?
25.
It was
25.
The top 25 teams.
So what do you guys' thought process on why only 16 showed up? I'm just, I think this is a constant thing out here in California, and I'm trying to narrow it down. Like, what is your guys'
it's tough
view on it? I mean,
it's tough to say. I mean, they're dove hunting. I don't know.
Well, dove season didn't open until last weekend, so
yeah,
I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I think the first year of the team series, there was a couple of hiccups with trying to figure a couple little details out about getting the team set up to Attorney X, because there was a process behind that. Each, one person had to set up the team, then you had to join it, then the other person had to accept it. But other than that, I mean, I think we got a lot of good feedback from it, because it wasn't like, your typical tournament where like, oh, we're fishing this. Well, those scopers are going to have an advantage on this, or, everything came into play. Like, you could have someone who's really good at these techniques and another angler that's good on, at this, and combine them together.
Yeah. Just like you would on a boat. I mean,
exactly.
Typically, if I'm on a boat, I got, one fishing deep, one fishing shallow until we dial it in and what they're doing, One's power fishing, one could be slow fishing.
Yeah, and we're fishing different parts of the lake and stuff. Oh, it's
I was really bummed
really-
because I wanted to fish the team's event, but obviously my partner went to the dark side. He went to the boat side, and so James, I'm calling you out, dude. So maybe next year I should have probably another partner, but I really this year was really shitty for me all the way around for tournament fishing, but we'll be back next year.
Hey, a break's always needed. I mean, I took a good break from tournaments for a year during COVID, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go do my own thing, spend my time on the water, chasing what I want to do. And I came back, and I was able to fish well. And I mean, salmon season opens. I'm like, well, bye guys, I'm off to do that.
Yeah, you're doing some salmon fishing and obviously sturgeon fishing too.
Yeah, I'll back to when that opens in October. I'll be doing that again from late October.
Yeah.
You know why I think there wasn't a full field for the TOC, the team?
Yeah,
So,
what's your thought?
You got to remember too. So I've been fishing literally since February, every weekend, a kayak tournament.
Yeah.
And then, once we were down with the West Coast, I needed a break. I really did. And the following weekend, I believe that was a team tournament, right?
There was a weekend off, so we had one week of just to chill and dial it in.
Right.
And I mean, Shaun went pre-fish, and he was like, "Can you get up there?" I'm nope, I have to work.
Right. Yeah. So 1 weekend off, and I like to spend time with the family, and it just for me it was something I needed to do, and that's why I missed it. Damon felt like he was burned out. He fished so much.
Oh, he's just go. I mean,
yeah. So, and then two, we just got back from Trinity, and it was a 13-hour drive for me from my house to there and back.
wow.
13 and a half. And he had to go another 2 more hours.
Yeah.
So, just the drive alone's brutal. It was a fun event. I like Trinity. I like Berryessa, the mega schools at Berryessa. I don't think people understand when you guys say mega schools, you're talking fish that, hundreds of fish, not like 10 or 20. You're talking hundreds.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to say that. What was it? Last time we had a tournament at Berryessa, there was schools like that, but they were all under 12 inches.
Wow.
I'm like, that's okay. Let's see. Just kind of thought about it when I first saw those fish. I was like, okay, let's cast, see if they're small, because they were flickering, so they were moving really quickly on the live scope. And first drop, okay, cool. It's an 18. Like, okay, they're not dinks. They're a decent school of fish. Let's just keep at them.
Yeah.
Well, if you could sit on a wolf pack all day and just catch fish, I mean, even if you didn't win a tournament, it's a hell of a day no matter what,
Oh, yeah.
I've had days like that in the wintertime where I'm fishing the south end of the lake and I'm drop shotting fish in 90 plus feet of water. And it's like, you got to fizz every one, but it's still one of those schools that you're like, they're not really, well, wintertime, they're not moving much at all, but they're on that thermocline where that warmer water is.
Yep.
Right. And it's fun to catch, every drop, catch a fish.
Yeah.
100%.
And then you drop down again, and you catch another fish. And the funny thing is, it's like, oh my gosh, I caught another one. You're almost like tired of catching fish. And then there's those days that you just, you wish you got a bite,
Yeah,
you struggle to find them or figure out what they're doing.
Exactly.
Especially on spoons. I mean, if you've never spoon fished, I mean, I think I'm no pro. I'm no Damien. I'm no, but when I do finally figure out a spoon bite, they're just vicious, dude. When they when they hit it, they're vicious. And when you set the hook, I mean, and pull up and start reeling, you just don't know what's on the other end. It could be a small dink or it could be a 20-inch fish. I mean,
What's funny about that is I did reel one in. It was probably 14, 15 inches. There was one probably bigger than my big fish that chased that one up and wanted the spoon out of that smaller fish. And I tried to let him just swim around and have that bigger fish steal that spoon out of the other fish's mouth, but it didn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
That's when you need a second person in your boat and you just drop it down.
Exactly. Throw one real close or a little swim bait next to it and just see if we'll grab it.
Oh yeah, they'll grab it.
Donkey rig 2 spoons.
I thought about it, but
Yeah, to catch 100 fish on a spoon day, when spooning's good, that's very, very, very possible to catch 100 fish.
I mean, I rotated baits. I threw I threw a drop shot a little bit. I threw a jig through them. I deep cranked over the top. They didn't want it, so it was that specific action of that spoon is what they wanted.
Yeah.
Were any of you guys watching the board throughout the day?
I looked at it every once in a while. I think I looked at it after I first caught my first 2 fish. Put them in my live well, just kind of looked and see how everyone else was doing on the lake, because I know the lake can either be really good or it can be really tough.
Mm-hmm.
I saw people were catching fish, so I wasn't really stressed out about it.
Yeah.
The hard part is when your partner is so far out and doesn't have service, you can't see what they caught or hear what they caught.
Sure.
So if you're trying to find, okay, what's our smallest fish together, is the pain part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I wasn't able to check any of those standings until I started coming out of Puda. But I mean, after we started catching fish, like our small fish was what?
I think 19 3/4.
19 3/4. I'm catching 18 3/4. I'm catching 19s. I was like, bloop. No, 19.
Exactly.
Quarter.
That's a good day. That's a good day.
That's a bad problem to have right there.
Yeah, I could have submitted on. I could have got bumped up in the individual, but
why?
It didn't even matter.
Yeah. Why? Yeah.
Yeah, because I think
waste time.
Joey, who took second, Joey Silva took second. I think he had 100 inches. Or was
101.
101 inches, and he fished that thing solo. So.
No, he had his team. He had his team partner there. His team partner couldn't catch fish or find him. Yeah, but I think Joey made less than 50 casts all day.
Yeah,
because he found a lot of those cookie cutter sizes, but he was looking for those bigger marks. And I mean, Joey's, when it comes to forward facing, he's got his screen so dialed in, he can tell the difference between something that's over 20 and something that's under.
Yeah.
You know what he does for a living?
I do not know.
He writes programs for computers.
Huh.
So I mean,
it makes sense.
You know what I mean? He's around them every day, all the time. So yeah, I had to ask him what he did because he's at home all the time.
Jeez, I hope AI affect that.
Right.
So, Shaun, Isiah, what do you guys have left? The season's kind of coming down to an end. I think
it's the TOC event for the solo series at TOC.
At TOC, yeah. So, Shaun, I know that's somewhat of a home lake. I mean, you are pretty close to TOC.
Not that far. 5 minutes.
Were you?
How many?
Dude, I have not
5 minutes.
45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. Man, I have not been to TOC in, God, dude, it's almost probably been a year, dude.
Since they closed it.
Yeah, I can't hand launch my kayak solo. So, yeah.
Well, if you ever go and you need someone to help you, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I hand launch my Hobie, so.
Yeah.
So this is.
I just don't have wheels, so.
And it's another thing Shaun's probably going to say. So this is going to be a hand launch only because they're not allowing trailers to touch the water.
Nope.
So
you got to help each other. Everyone's going to have to help each other.
Are they still going to have a tournament there?
Yes.
We're still about.
So it'll be
It's going to be a 1-day tournament this year.
Oh, not a 2-day, huh?
No, not a 2-day. James said he made a mistake on the permit, but the permit was a little iffy anyways with everything going on with these golden mussels.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish it was one day last year, but it's going to be interesting. I think it should fish similar to last year.
You bet.
There's going to be those, those small schools on the bait, of course, throughout the lake, and there's going to be probably a couple key spots or maybe key points that are going to have a school of fish on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's whoever's going to get the fish figured out and get the big ones.
Yep.
You've done pretty well out there in the past, Isiah, too, haven't you?
Only once, and I got lucky. I threw top water, I think, until about 10 o'clock one time, which is funny because that same event, my drive broke. I was in my new canoe at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So the new canoe
I
drive
think I
broke,
do
one of the
remember
belts. And I literally paddled the whole event. So I paddled from the boat ramp all the way to, I think, the north end or south end. One of the creek arms. And I was just throwing top, just covering water, beating the bank. I mean, I don't have time to run anywhere, so I'll just cover water. And I was able to get a 20 and some change off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I filled it up with a couple smaller fish, but I'm not really keen in on that lake. I know there's a lot of docks, but now that I have scope, like last year, if I would have had scope last year, I probably would have done way better.
Yeah.
But this year, I got it dialed in, so we should be good to go.
And that's what, in another week or?
October 18th.
Oh, okay. So you guys still got a little while.
Yeah.
Near
So
a month.
it'll be probably full fall transition.
Oh yeah.
If it's overcast,
Oh, yeah.
these fish will suspend. Sunny, the fish will be on cover around grass if there is grass, if they haven't dropped the lake so low. Because I know they do fluctuate that lake quite a bit.
Yeah, you might. I haven't
in the
been
winter
up there.
months.
I can't even tell you where it's at right now, but it usually is about October that they do start dropping that lake. So,
Going to be a fun tournament. There's
So on
going to be good limits. Sure.
yeah.
So on that team tournament, one thing, you guys talked about calling and, getting hold of each other. So Damien and I, we would basically do the same thing. It's like, hey, look, I'm catching them doing this. Okay, cool. I'm going to go over here and try this, and hopefully get one big one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, anyways, yeah, sometimes, like that mega school, you could have two guys working it, but if it's
I'm on a podcast.
hello.
Hello.
Are you guys in small groups now? Okay.
What are we doing?
Sorry. The kids are going to small groups.
Oh, no worries.
First different spot.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, we got a lot of kids tonight. This is probably our
That's
biggest.
awesome, Shaun. That's a good thing you're doing, man.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. We got a good group of kids. It's all the junior high kids, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, we got about 20 kids tonight or something. Trying to find a spot I can go to. Not gonna be too loud.
Hey, the men's bathroom's fine too. No, I'm just
Whoa, hey there, bud.
See if I go in the pastor's room.
There you go. Right there is perfect. Oh, no. Yeah, the team events, calling each other and stuff, in a regular tournament, you can't do it. So,
yeah, no.
I don't even answer my phone. Just, but on the team tournament, to contact your partner and say, hey, they're biting over here. I'm catching them like this, it's really.
I mean, even in the regular event, I still like, hey, Shaun, how you doing? How you catching them? He's like, nope. Like, we'll still talk. I mean, it's just doc talk at that point, or just try to figure out what's going on for both of us. Like, I mean, Clear Lake was one of those. Shaun pre-fished it more. Shaun got one extra day of pre-fishing than I did, and it's just one of those, just to see what's going on. I mean, you got a good buddy who's on the lake and who can get there and literally a week before and see what's going on. It helps to ask.
Yeah.
And I mean, I probably spend this year. I probably spent the most time on the water at all of the lakes we've been at.
I probably spent the least amount of time on the water this year.
Yeah.
After last year, I felt like I accomplished a lot. I kind of had some goals and stuff, and I try to. Looking back on it, it was a great season. One of my best seasons I had fishing, and I kind of missed out on a lot of stuff though.
Yeah.
I think you guys kind of relate to that, and some of the family stuff I missed out on. And just try to switch up my priorities this year. And like everybody says, time on the water. It definitely shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I had an incredible season, leading the Angler of the Year, going in this TOC, and he's in a very, very good position. He just has to have a solid finish, and I think he's got in the bag. But Joey's going to definitely do really well in TOC.
Mm-hmm.
That scope game's definitely going to come into play at TOC this time of year.
It will.
Mm-hmm.
It will.
But yeah, I had some goals last year. I did those goals. I wanted to win a TOC, but Isiah and I won Team TOC, so that counts. And
Yeah, it's close enough. It's close enough. Team effort.
so just setting goals and trying to make things happen, and to continue this fishing thing, and you get have obligations with RB Bass and different little sponsors like that. I got to do some posts and stuff every once in a while, keeping up on that. But you get really tied up in this fishing game.
You can.
And I really have to just slow stuff down sometimes, focus on family, focus on my faith, and there's always someone looking out for you on that water.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's good for the mental side of it too. I mean, if you just go on and on, constant, eventually that burnout kicks in. You're not going to just correct it. I mean, it's not like poof, next day you're out of it. You're going to have to take a little bit of time.
That's exactly why I don't fish for bass all the time.
Yeah.
There was a time I did, and you just get burned out on it. You're like, well, I'm kind of over this. Let's go do something else.
Sure.
So it's nice that, California's got like one of the best fisheries. I can go fish salt, I can go fish rivers, I go fish the ocean, I go chase halibut. It gives me a break from fishing for bass. But the other thing too is using certain techniques for other species and then bringing them to fish for bass.
Mm-hmm.
I think is a game changer, because there's certain ways you fish for salmon or for halibut. I mean, granted, halibut's bait fishing, you're live bait fishing, but you can practice your forward facing if you have it. You can practice reading your graph if you don't understand it, looking for bait balls, looking for different contours. And it just makes a person a well-rounded angler.
Sure. Yeah, I can agree with that. For
Yeah,
sure.
you approach all different species like you're bass fishing, Like if I go trout fishing, I'm not just casting out and let my power bait float off the bottom. I'm casting out, I'm reeling it real slow on the bottom, or I got a second rod, I'm doing this and that. I'm throwing the lures, I'm switching different colors and stuff. Then you go out in the salt, you get, you start throwing big swim baits and stuff. You take the same thought process as you would bass fishing, and apply it to other species, and it
works.
Amazing.
Well, like for example, these brands of jigs I use for salmon, they're called twitching jigs. So it's basically a hair jig that the company designed for fishing for salmon. So you fish it the whole same way, popping it off the bottom, or in what's it called, in shallow tailouts of a river. So if you look at a river, you got the top of the hole going one way, and you got the bottom. So the bottom's your tail out. So you're getting those fish in that end section, and as soon as it falls in front of them, they grab it. Same thing with bass. They do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and too, fishing in a stream for salmon or any, stripers or whatever, even sturgeon, you get an idea of how they set up in the current.
Yes.
What they do, and it goes back to bass fishing as well. You know, they all kind of like do the same thing, except for sturgeon. They kind of move backwards when they feed. So,
Actually,
but they're
not
always
ours.
facing in the current.
No,
ours?
our sturgeon actually flow with the tide sometimes. There are times I've been out and we'll graph fish, we'll anchor below them, or you're basically graphing an area, anchor below them, and hope they push with the tide into your setups. There's other times that we graph them and we do the same thing. Well, they never come back through, so we go above them and move out of the spot after an hour or so, and notice those fish are going against the tide. So it's all tide dependent. Like bigger tides, the fish will hug to the bottom in shallower water. The smaller tide, deeper water. I mean, it's same with bass.
Yeah,
It depends on temperature.
Yeah.
Temperature, colder water, deeper. Okay, they're going to go deep. I mean, not all fish are going to go deep. A lot of the big fish on my home lake out here, they don't go deep. They stay shallow and cruise around, and about noon is when they really start wanting to feed for a bigger bait.
Hey,
I went.
I'm going to get back to youth group, but before I go, I want to thank both of you guys, Shane and John, for having me on. Again, this is great. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. I mean,
I want to thank my partner Isiah. It's been a hell of a season.
Yeah, it is.
How we finished TOC should reflect on the team of the year, I guess. Nothing official has came out yet, but we kind of knew where we needed to finish and how the team that was leading it needed to finish. And I believe we accomplished that, but nothing officially came out yet. Waiting for James to post that. But I want to thank Isiah. He's been a solid partner all season. We'll be chit-chatting leading up to the tournaments, coming up different strategies and stuff. And we really complement each other really well with different techniques, different ideas. And, there's times that I did well, and there's times when I struggled and he came through with the fish. And I just want to thank him. He's been solid all year, and it shows how he's doing in the regular Yak-A-Bass too. He's a hell of a fisherman, super knowledgeable and stuff, and it's been a pleasure fishing with him.
That's awesome.
Same, man. It's been a hell of a time.
Well, I'm gonna get back to youth group.
Shaun,
guys.
Congrats, man.
All right, man. Thanks, Shaun.
Thank
Thanks
you
for joining
coming
us.
on, taking time out of your evening. So get back to it.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
All right, take care.
See ya.
Have a good one, Shaun.
All right, so Isiah.
Yeah.
When sturgeon.
You're
when
on point.
Yeah, it's all you, man.
It's all good.
When's sturgeon fishing starting?
October 1st is, so California, we're only doing catch and release right now. They're doing a study to see actually how many numbers we have. They say there's only 6,500 sturgeon in the 40 to 60 inch slot range that they used to allot. So there's been a tagging program that they implement. They're borrowing, not or using from the Snake River and the Columbia, where fish are being tagged, released, so they can see if those fish come back or recaptures. But it's like I've been telling people. So they're wondering where a lot of these big fish are. Sturgeon don't just live in the bay, the delta. I mean, you guys probably saw the post recently, the one seen in Clear Lake. So I looked at it. That doesn't look like a lake fish. It either came up in a high water year when the Cache Creek Dam was built and came up then, or it was planted. But most of these fish spend their time in the ocean. They go to the ocean, they come back every year. I mean, we have your resident fish. I mean, one of my home rivers, I have resident fish. I can go out and catch them. They just do a big circle in the sloughs, and I can go back out and look for them again. But again, the water quality is where it comes down to. I mean, you look in the Delta and look at the Sacramento River. The salmon runs on the Sac River are really what tell you how bad our water really is on the rivers. It impacts everything from the Delta all the way to the ocean. I mean, when your hatcheries are seeing 2,000 fish or less than that, it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
can imagine.
And we had a good rain year too, so
Yeah, we did,
easy on
and
that heavy
it
rain
it
year.
should help. But when the state's letting
Yeah.
water out, that doesn't need to be let out. That way they can have room for winter run or the winter storms when they show up.
Dude,
What are you going to do?
McClure.
Like American River, Folsom. I know McClure gets hit because they drop water all the time.
Dude, just in the last
Yeah.
month, dude. I mean, maybe the last month and a half, dude. We're down. Literally, because I've been fishing it almost dang near every weekend, man. It's almost my home pond anymore. But because I don't like going to Pedro because of the boat traffic, and I go up the McClure up the Horseshoe, and it's pretty scarce, maybe a couple trailers. But dude, the water's down probably 40 feet, dude, just in the last month and a half. I mean, it's crazy how much they're dropping water. I think last weekend, by the time I got from the weekend to this last weekend, it was down another 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all irrigation.
It is, and I mean this time of year, like Berryessa, they pull water from Berryessa for the irrigation of Winters and Solano County out here for all the almonds. But this time of year, they're already harvested. So they're already all harvested. So
yeah,
now they're going to cut back. Yeah, they cut it back, and
for the rain.
Yeah, but I mean, Berryessa is strictly runoff. It doesn't get snow melt. I mean, the main stem of what Berryessa gets in is actually in Middletown, where Pewter Creek starts.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, I mean, granted, the lake's still pretty full. It fishes great regardless. I mean, even in the low water years, it fished really well. But the shad die-off gets real bad. I think I used to work, when I was working at Fisherman's at the time, I told one guy that came in, well, give it 3 or 4 years, this lake's going to fish fantastic. It'll probably fish better than Clear Lake. I mean, Clear Lake puts out some mega bags, but if you want to go catch 100 plus fish a day, Berryessa is the place to be right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's a great
what's
fish
the
stream.
protocol up there? Are you able to dump off the trailer or what?
Yeah, they don't know they don't say nothing off the trailer. The only two
for a kayak.
Yeah, off a kayak. Your boats still have to be inspected. They're still going to get looked at. You still have to be back by a certain time to get your tag, unless you rent a slip for the night, depending on either you stay at Pleasure or Markley Cove.
Mm-hmm.
I do know they did close. They just recently closed Spanish Flats, so that's closed right now. And then I saw a post from the Bureau. Capel Cove is closed indefinitely as of right now due to a staffing shortage.
Okay.
Because they don't have anyone to stay there all day and tag boats coming in and out or inspect them coming in and out. Because the Solano County Water Agency is the one that would hire interns to inspect boats.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like the Thermolito, they had a bunch of college students.
Yeah, they're interns doing it.
Basically worked for free. Yeah. Which is the way to go for the,
It is, and for Thermolito, I don't think they would need to be worried about it. Most of that water goes to rice farmers and down another canal that dumps further down the river eventually.
Yeah,
it's not going to hurt that area and that with that amount of grass. Now, like granted, right now they are letting water out. I mean, the river right now is running at 5,000 or 5,800 CFS. So normally when I salmon fish there, that river run is at 10,000. I mean, there's years I've been up there and it's running at 3 because the drought year we had in 2021 and 22 dropped Lake Orville so low it was below the low pool, so they had to let water out of the bottom of the dam.
Yeah, let's hope it don't get there again, at least for a while.
No,
you kind of
it would be.
You kind of wonder too.
Go ahead, John.
When they let water out of the bottom of the dam, how much oxygen is actually in that water.
Actually, you'd be surprised because when they let that water out of the bottom of the dam, whereas the outlet dumps into, the water's a couple degrees warmer on the south end of it. You go through that water coming out, and the water's actually like 10 degrees colder.
Cold.
10 degrees colder and full of oxygen. I mean, granted, you got the spillway and all that coming down. It's oxygenating that water all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's a fun place. It's a fun place to fish, but it can be hectic at times.
Mm-hmm.
I like to try some of that sturgeon fishing in the kayak maybe one day.
Let me know when.
So, okay. Yeah, I did it in a boat with a guide, and I caught a short, and I caught one that was like 8 feet long,
Yeah.
So we actually caught, I think that day we caught 5 of them over 8 feet. We let,
Yeah.
we let them all go.
I don't keep them anyway. There was a time I did, and now
Yeah.
it's like it's a lot of work to clean them.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I'm doing a big fish fry
Right.
and everyone in the family wants to be like, hey, let's do a fish fry, then I'll think about it. But
Right.
it's a pain to clean them
Yeah, I
damn
let them
things.
go
And I
too.
mean, hell, a 60-inch sturgeon is 5 feet long. That thing
That's
weighs
a lot of meat.
that thing's over probably 60 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
everybody asks me what do they taste like? It's just like a pork chop. That's the comparison. It's the same quality. It's
Pork
yeah,
chop.
seriously,
Consistency and all.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you use salmon roe with garlic?
I don't. I won't talk about what I use, but I do use roe. I do cure
Yeah,
my own
it's
bait and
funny.
use it. I know that's what a lot of the charter guides do. But they got numbers of
Uh-huh.
cures. They got different stuff they add to it.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's pretty quiet in what they put in it.
It was crazy when it first started 20 years ago. The guys who figured it out then kept it so quiet that when they do the Super Bowl Derby for sturgeon, or when they did the catch and you can keep one, or however they did it, there was 2 different
Uh-huh.
derbies. They would come in and having 30, 40 fish days, and everyone's like, "What are you using?" And they would just say they're using Ghost, Crasher, and Ghost, or just keep the roe out of the question. Now that's what
Right,
everybody uses, as long as you can get it,
Mm-hmm.
right.
because
And you put it in that
your store bought stuff
you
doesn't work
put
the
it in
same.
that little screen,
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Right, right. Put it in the screen, you tie a knot, and you put that on your hook with you cure it with,
Yep.
whatever. Yeah. Yeah. When I went I like garlic pizza, and I was pretty hungry, and I was like, man, I don't know why, but I feel like having garlic pizza. And the guy was like really particular about, you know, I was like, oh yeah, oh, I don't talk about my bait, what I put in it. Okay,
Which
relax,
is funny is it's
Yeah,
out there. I mean, I become nose blind to certain smells because of it, so I have to kind of, oh, this is what it is. I don't remember. Sometimes I don't even remember. I just take it with me
right,
and use it. My buddy who goes with me goes, oh, that's what you're using. I'm like, yeah, it works. I was like, I can't smell it, so
right, right. Yeah. Yeah, and everybody has their own, you know, setup they use and stuff.
yeah.
I liked it. I liked in a kayak I was thinking, if anything would pull me underwater or pull me out of the kayak, a sturgeon would do it.
You'd be surprised. I had one this last year that pulled me and my buddy sideways, like we're anchored, we're facing down, facing the tide, and pulled us 90 degrees to
Yeah.
the tide and kept running, and I couldn't turn it, and I ended up moving the line to the side of my spool and broke the line off at the spool, which happens. It's just one of those fish
Right.
stories, like, well, the big one got away.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And sometimes when I saw him jump,
Oh, that's my favorite.
I was like,
Yeah, that's
wow, look at that fish.
Yeah, that's
You
my
know.
favorite. I mean, I could go on a freaking rabbit hole about sturgeon jumping and see. I mean, I'll
Yeah.
go striper troll and see them jump all day long. It's just one of those things. It's just cool to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that day, um, on the way there and on the way back, we saw him jumping out of the
Yeah,
water. Yeah, we're just cruising along, and then you see one jump out of the water. I'm like, whoa,
so
yeah. I mean,
how.
I saw.
you know.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna ask, like, how far upriver have you caught sturgeon? Because I mean, you always. I mean, I've never sturgeon fished, but I mean, most of them like out there by Suisun City and Martinez, and but how far
Yeah,
up have you been catching them? Like,
I don't target the fish going up the river. I never have. I
mm-hmm.
target the delta fish and the tidal based areas. Now, actually, you can't sturgeon fish above Highway 50.
Okay.
So due to spawning reasons, they want to leave that area
so they
alone.
do migrate pretty far up there, but
Yes, the farthest I heard of anyone catching one is Calusa.
okay.
But we also have green sturgeon, which live in the rivers.
Okay.
So I mean, you can go drift row for salmon and catch a green sturgeon by accident and happen to eat it. I mean, the last trip I went out and up in Orville, I watched 3 sturgeon get landed because they're using row and the bait's too close to the bottom and the fish grab it. But I mean, those green sturgeon they're kind of like dogs. They just stay at the bottom and they don't really fight very well. Your white sturgeon would fight real well, especially the bigger ones.
Right.
I mean, there's days they're fired up, and I mean, they jump all over the place, run up and down the side of the boat, get tangled in the anchor. You got to run your rod around it. It's fun. I enjoy doing it, and from the kayak just adds another thrill.
Sure.
So you anchor the kayak when you do it. You don't drift.
No, I 100% anchor. I know the guys up on the Columbia go fish a certain spot, and they actually just put their leg on the buoy line and fish there where all the ships are. But nope, I anchor fish down here. Anchor behind me, turn the drive backwards, pull my motor out of the water, and just sit bait and wait. Sometimes I'll move spots.
Right.
But finding those contours or those valleys where the fish are going to run through, or what I tend to target.
Yeah, we anchored and fished.
Yeah,
that's how we did it. Yeah, and the guy did it.
Probably moved around a couple times if you needed to.
We went to the one spot and we stayed there 3/4 of the day.
Yeah,
and he was going to go try another. I mean, we caught fish. I mean, every half hour someone was getting a bite.
Yeah, you found one of those lanes.
You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. And he goes to that. He says he goes to that same spot all the time.
Yep.
And are the bites typically pretty subtle, or they?
They can be. One of my buddies I fish with a spot. He actually makes it's called True Balance is his little company he's got going on, and he explains on his page. He explained to people who bought balancers for the first time. So you put your rod in a V and balance it, either what the bite looks like, because sometimes you don't even see it. It's just this subtle little movement, or my rods are so broken in there's a vibrate. You can see a vibration when they have it. Which is kind of weird because not everyone looks for it. Everyone looks for the classic sturgeon pump, and I just look for the subtlest bite. The rod tips move the eighth of an inch, and you got to be on it. I mean, there's some days where we call it a suicide bite. They just grab it and go. You got to be ready for it.
Right. Right.
Yeah, this buddy of mine said the bite's so subtle. Sometimes you don't even know that even bit.
Nope.
Yeah, I was putting my. I grabbed the line with my finger in between my thumb and my finger, and I would put a little slack in the reel, and I would hold on to it. And the guy goes, "Don't do that! Don't do that!" I'm like, no, I want to feel the bite. I go, "I think I'm getting a bite." He's like, "No, you're not." I go, "I'm pretty sure I'm getting a bite," because it went from you could feel the current
to nothing.
So the current's like, yeah, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, wait a minute, there's something different. But right before it went different, there was like a slight little, not a tick, but like a weed hit my line.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, it just went slack. And I told him, I said, "I think I'm getting a bite." And he goes, nah. So I started rolling in real quick. And that was when I caught my biggest one.
What's crazy is, we tell this all the time as a joke. Everyone thinks the bigger bait, you're going to catch the biggest sturgeon, which is funny to say. Elephants will eat peanuts. It's like using forward facing. You're throwing a little 4-inch minnow bait, you're going to catch a decent sized bass. Same thing with sturgeon. You use bait sizes the size of a quarter.
Right.
It's all about finding those fish that want to feed.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. He was using, I don't know what that stuff's called. It's like a screen.
Yeah, it's called Moline or Tool. It's the same material they use in tutus.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, in tutus, exactly.
Yeah, they make some
tutus pretty well. So
There we go.
Yeah.
It's the same material.
They cut a little. Yeah, they cut a little square, and he would get a little like a little scoop.
Yep.
And he would level off a scoop, and he'd put it in there, and then he would tie it with like line or whatever.
Yeah, with like
know.
It's called magic thread, or you take actually like sewing thread, and you can use that too.
Yeah, right. And he would put them in this jar so they'd be ready.
Yep.
And every so often he'd say, "Okay, reel in." You reel in, and he'd just get the bait and throw it overboard.
Yeah, at that point it's no good. You put something new on, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I thought, at least take the tutu off of it. You know what I mean?
No,
you throw it overboard.
They don't care.
Yeah, they just throw it overboard, and I was like, okay. And then, anyways, yeah, it was when we started getting bites. It was pretty fast.
Oh yeah,
and then it slowed down. When that tide kind of slowed down, the fishing did too. When the tide was ripping, they were biting.
Yeah, it's the slower. Sometimes the slower tides. What it is those fish scatter, and you can't really pinpoint a run. They'll kind of swim against current, do their own thing. You'll get bites here and there. But when you get those decent tides, that 4 foot plus tides are what you look for. I mean, you can go out in smaller tides if you know certain spots that they're going to be, and still catch them.
Mm-hmm.
But it all depends.
Yeah, we were in the spot where it had like a turn, a little straightaway, then another turn, and I was kind of thinking, why did he stop here? Well, I didn't know why he stopped there until he moved the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a hole. It was a deep hole.
Yep.
And he was fishing a deep hole.
They'll sit there and rest or feed.
As soon as we moved, it went from, I think it was like 17 feet or something like that, or 18 feet. Not that deep. And then as soon as he moved, it was like 7 feet.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, okay. That's why, he stopped there,
The small changes in the bottom are what I look for.
Yeah. Right. And we weren't far from that one place that I mentioned to you. I won't say it on.
Oh, I don't mind. Everybody knows probably where it is.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't far from there, you know. And he told me, launch your kayak there and do the same thing we're doing now. And all you have to do is launch and fish right there. Okay.
I mean, what's nice too with catch and release now, there's way less pressure on these fish. There's less people out there. I don't have to deal with boat traffic, people running by when I'm on anchor.
Right.
Granted, when they do run by, I prefer them to run at full throttle because the wake's way smaller.
Yeah.
Right.
When they're coming by pushing water, I mean, come on. I got to hold my rods, sit there, reposition.
Right. Do you use 2 anchors? Or
I use one. It's a 15-pound mushroom anchor.
Okay. And then you have a quick release with the buoy.
Nope. I stay tied to it.
You did? Oh, okay.
If I get pulled on anchor, I know it's a big fish.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, I always worried about, if something were to happen, you'd want a quick release just to, let go of the anchor, and that way,
emergency.
Yeah, I'll cut. I have it. So Hobie has the anchor trolley, and I put it on there, and that's what I use. If need be, I'll cut the anchor trolley. I can always go back and drag something for that anchor line. But I run just a carabiner to the little ring on there, and if I have to undo it real quick, I can undo it. Or if my buddy's tied up next to me, hey, can you reach back there and tie the anchor to your kayak, and I'm going to float down and fight this fish. But I've only ever had to do that one time, and since then I haven't done it.
Right. Yeah, that one guy was saying that the kayak guys get pulled around with the sturgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you were saying about taking time off and fishing other stuff. This is the time of year I go after stripers.
Oh, I'm starting as soon as the TOC is over. I'm probably going to start chasing striper again. I'll go troll for them, and it's it's really fun to watch them on scope eat a trolling bait. Like I'll turn around, set it 40 feet behind the boat, and you can go through some schools and watch them come up, chase it, and leave, and then another one out of nowhere just comes and smacks it.
Yeah, right off the bottom, comes straight up and just bam.
Oh, it's fun to watch because I tried it for the first time a couple of months ago. I just went out. I'm like, I had nothing better to do for the day. Let me go see what's going on and just try it. And I was able to scope fish with swim baits.
Right.
I gotta
Yeah,
go
I've
back
been.
out.
I
and
do.
some big. Yeah, I'm so hyper focused on bass fishing, man. I always just forget to just
Stripers a bass.
say, yeah, I know.
Hey, you want to have some fun? Go back to the roots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I see Damien do.
Chicken liver.
Yep.
Get some chicken liver. Get your recliner out there.
I every once in a
Get
while
your
I go out there and
umbrella.
do it.
Yeah, throw it out to sit there and
Light line, light line, and light rod. It's so fun.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny. I used to troll McSwain all the time for trout, and I had it down to where I could leave. I could get off work, get up there, troll for 2 hours at the most, and get a limit. And this one guy, he had 5 or 6 people in his boat, and he goes, "How you guys doing?" And I said, "Oh, we just got here. We're gonna get our limit and go home." He goes, "Well, fishing is real tough." Okay. I went around the corner and I caught one. My buddy caught one. We went back over the same spot. See, that's what you got to do is you got to go back over the same
Start making
spot.
circles.
So, yeah, caught another, turned around, caught another. And we saw the guy, and he goes, "Well, how'd you do?" "Oh, we both got a limit, and we're heading in." He goes, "You guys are so full of shit," I go, "No, really, look." I start holding up all these
Oh,
trout,
geez.
and the guy's like, and the little boy was like, "Ask them what they're doing," And I told the kid, I said, "I'm just doing a green rooster tail or green super duper,
Yeah.
On 6-pound tests. No downriggers, no nothing. Just
I mean,
dragging it behind."
I go up to Bernie and
then
do the same thing.
Yeah, I go and I zigzag, and every time you would turn, the lure would drop,
And yep,
and then we
you get
turn
that
back, it
different
would go
fall.
up. Yeah. So, and of course you had to have a swivel too, otherwise, your line.
Oh, those things tangle your line so quick.
The worse than a drop shot.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. But I'll never forget that. We showed up a couple days later, and there those guys were. I go, "You got your limit? We got one." I go, "All right." And he followed us. He was in a big aluminum boat. He followed us. And we were catching him. And he pulled up right next to me. He goes, "What are you guys doing?" I go, "I told you what we were doing. Same thing."
Yeah.
And then as we were talking to him, we hooked up a double. And he got so pissed off, he fired it up. He reeled in, fired it up, and took off.
Oh, geez.
That's funny.
Yeah. Here's these 2 young kids in a little plastic boat, It was plastic. It wasn't aluminum, but it looked like aluminum boat, but it was plastic.
Yeah.
And it had a little trolling motor that we used the battery out of the car.
Oh, geez.
So,
You're like, well, we ain't got a battery. He's still the one on the
We need a
truck.
charge. We gotta put it back in the truck and start it up.
Exactly.
That's what we did. We put it back in the truck and fired it
Hey,
up.
at least you know
If
no
it
one's
didn't
going to
fire
steal
it
the
up, we'd
truck.
stand there with jumper cables, like, "Give us the jump."
Hilarious.
I've seen that once before. That's funny.
Oh yeah, that was me when I was a kid. I just wanted to go fishing.
Yep.
If that meant going catfishing, trout fishing, But I didn't get into the bass fishing until my sophomore year in high school.
Yeah, I didn't really start heavily doing it until junior to senior year in high school. I did a lot of striper fishing, and then decided I'm like, let's go do this. And I started getting into it. You get $20, and you're like, tackle shop's down the street. Rode the bike and went to the shop, and then went to find a pond and let's try this and see if it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buy a bag of worms with a beetle spin.
Yeah, mine was more like buying jigs and stuff and fishing them in grass. I probably shouldn't have fished them in grass, but it's something to try.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys see? I didn't get a chance to really look into it. I was busy at work today, but I guess there's a Yamamoto only tournament coming to Clear Lake in
Yes.
October.
I saw that. I
That's
wasn't
correct.
sure. So is that a Canuck die? But I'm not sure for the kayak side if it's an open launch event.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I saw
I
Shane Lamont posted that, and I saw a post that it was for a boat, but I didn't know
it's
they were having
kayak too.
kayak division.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's kayak too. Yeah. So, Shane called me and talked to me about it, and I have a feeling it'll probably be open launch for kayaks. Yeah. You know, you can't have.
Depending on how many
You know,
show up, yeah.
Yeah, you can't have a bunch of kayaks launching with a
Boats.
bunch of boaters at Canoctai. You know, that's
Hey, no,
I mean,
it's too hard there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
then
might be one interesting.
two, October, my experience in October is, deep cranking or cranking.
Yeah, I haven't fished
You
Clear
know,
Lake in October, so I wouldn't know.
yeah, yeah, or ripping, the shallows.
Yeah.
So, to fish by the state park and stuff like that, basically those buoy,
Oh, the shoals.
the metal poles. Yeah, the
Yeah.
metal poles, the shoal, you know, uh, all the kayakers are going to be there.
Yeah, you'll get your
That's
guys.
the
That's
case.
the community spots is
Yeah,
what they stack up on.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the best end is going to be the south end cranking.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's how it's going to be won. Either that or throwing jigs deep.
I mean, as
But
long as the south end,
yeah.
if it clears up by then, I mean, you couldn't see 2 inches down. You guys were still catching them at clear up during the West Coast, but it was still one of those things that, like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. Do I really want to fish in this dirty water?
Is it a
Right.
Yamamoto baits only
Yes.
tournament? Okay.
Mhm. You could throw like a underspin with the Yamamoto bait attached to it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It
Okay.
has to have the Yamamoto bait. A crankbait doesn't mean you have 5 Cincos on it, but if so, it's pure fishing, which is Yamamoto. I think that's the same people. Oh wait, MSN.
I'm not
MS
sure.
GSN.
Well, GSM was bought
GSM.
out, so
Right. So I don't know the exact stuff that goes with it, but
Yeah, just definitely have to read the rules. But
I told him it's gonna be it's that time of the year. There's gonna be some weather.
100%, especially Clear Lake, and
up there for sure.
if there's any north wind on that
October.
lake, it's going to make that south end nasty.
Yeah. And then too is if there's a storm come through or whatever.
Oh, that bite will shut off.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to fish out of a kayak almost anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Unless you could find some fish back in some place.
I mean, you can probably go down to Cache and go in there and hide away from the wind if you needed to, but launching from down there is still going to be a pain.
Oh yeah, getting across the Indian Island could be dangerous.
Oh yeah, I've been down there and they're like, "No, I'm gonna go somewhere a little further north and stay out of the wind."
Right.
Interesting on that lake. If it's windy in the south, you go up north and it's like calm as can be. I mean, that lake is weird sometimes. I mean, just remember the tournament. Was it the Bass Angler? No, it was the
Native No Limit event.
Yeah, where we launched out
of
a freaking nightmare.
I thought about it.
Calm as can be.
Yeah, I thought about that event and I said nope. With the wind and the day it was on, I mean, it being a Sunday, I mean, you didn't see the numbers you would see on Saturday. I just, for safety, I'm like, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna stay home and I'll watch it.
Yeah, you were smart.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Yeah.
Well, guys.
Yeah, Damon went out in it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I saw. I'm surprised he didn't sink that kayak.
Yeah, I was watching him, and I had my phone in my hand, getting ready to dial 911 if I, saw him flip or whatever.
Yeah.
But he had to go backwards all the way in, go back. The wind pushed him backwards
Oh wow.
because he couldn't turn around. He couldn't turn around quick enough. And then the waves were moving faster than his kayak could go.
I can
Oh wow.
imagine.
So
He was getting stuck in those troughs.
Yeah, and he went backwards all the way in. I called him, and he's laughing. And I'm thinking, well, why is he laughing? I'd be terrified. And why did he answer his phone so quick? He had his phone in his hand.
Oh, so he was ready to call just in case.
Well, yeah, and I was like, "Hey, man, you coming back or what?" He goes, "I'm on my way." He starts laughing, and
Yeah, that's crazy.
and I go, "You all right?" Yeah, I'm watching him the whole way, and I'm like, "Dude, come on!" And then, what's his name? The guy in the blue tandem kayak, Chase.
Yeah.
He went out there. He went out there with Damien's going this way, and Chase turns and goes like this, around Damien. And I go, "Did Chase say anything to you?" He goes, "He didn't even look at me." And then I asked Chase, I go, "When you went by Damien, I went by Damien?" So he was
Oh
so
my
focused on the waves that he didn't even know
Yeah.
Damien
Yeah.
was there.
There's
He
times
got
like
to the-
last year when we had that. I mean, you're launching early and there's a north wind, and it's like, okay, I can talk for a minute, but I really got to focus on the waves coming in because
Yeah.
last year I launched down south and I ran into the wind so I could fish the wind back.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Old Chase, he got to the boat ramp to the dock. I go, "Yo, bro." And he didn't turn around. I go, "Chase, man, you all right?" He turned around and he's like white as a ghost. And I go, "You're
Yeah.
crazy, dude." He goes, if my
That dude.
wife knew I was out there, she would have had a fit. He goes,
Yeah.
"I go out
Oh
in the
yeah.
ocean all the time." And he goes, "The ocean don't compare to that." I'm like, "Dude."
Nope.
I go,
Especially in that
"You're
kayak.
crazy."
engine, my goodness.
Yeah. I've been in water like that in my bass boat, and there was waves that were like 4-footers with a 2-foot roller and white cap on top. Okay. So in a bass boat, when you hit those, you got to slow down, you come up and you hit it. And that last 2 foot, just it's like a 5-gallon bucket throws the water in your face. Then you pop out of
Oh
it.
geez.
Then you come down to the next one, and then it's the same thing over and over. And I was like, "There's no way I'm going out there." And it was funny. There was a point, and I moved my kayak, and I point my kayak in there, and I kind of like, get to the end of it and stuck the nose out. A 4-footer, 5-footer, and then the next 4-footer, I turned around on it and came back in. I'm like, "No, thank you."
I've only dealt with that one other time, and I was in the ocean, and we went rock fishing. I was with a buddy of mine who's been on the ocean plenty of times, had a decent sized boat for it. Run up to a spot up by Timber Cove, go rock fish, and way off and offshore, you can see whitecaps going and the rollers start. And at one point, I'm like, "Hey, I think it's time you might want to start slowly heading back in." Yeah, we go pick up our crab pots, and by the time we get finished picking our first one up, it was probably 12-foot rollers, and you're looking for crab pots in 12-foot swells and pulling them up, and it's one of those like, well, that was no fun.
There's
Right.
land. Where's
And
land?
yeah, where to go?
Yeah, geez,
Yeah.
no way.
But you turn around the corner from Bodega Head, and it's just nothing but glass, and you're like, where was this all day?
Yeah.
Right.
Jeez.
It's amazing how a little wind block makes a difference.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing new for me. I mean, rough weather I'm normal to it. Like Tomales Bay gets real windy. I'm used to that out there. There's times I'll go out there. They're 2-foot swells in the bay, but it's all wind waves, so it's nothing real bad. I'll just go drop crab pots and go sit on the beach and wait 30, 40 minutes, get back in the water, go check them, and then go do the same thing again.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, Isiah, thank you
Yeah.
Thank you for coming
Congratulations.
on today,
Yeah.
and congratulations. And
Thank you guys.
rooting
Anytime.
for you guys to get the team of the year. We'll see how that all pans out. That's,
Yeah, well, I hope so too. It was one of those years that we were really kept an eye on it, especially after our bunch of third place finishes that we had and our one okay finish on the Delta. But not having a drop either makes it that much more exciting.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely. Definitely.
Yep. So
Well,
anybody you'd like to
everyone-
thank?
Yeah.
Isiah?
Obviously, Shaun, of course. Thank both of you guys for inviting me on here. Well, thank Yak-A-Bass and James for hosting all the events and coming up with the idea for the team event, which is really cool. And it's going to be
Right.
cool to see it next year. Everything will be in one weekend, so it'll be a lot more easier for more people to come show up to the events. And I believe we're doing single launch next year.
Nice.
Oh,
So
good.
see more faces at awards and see
I did
a
like
bunch of,
that they're gonna put them all together, so that's even better.
yeah. Saturday will be Saturdays will be your solo, and then team on Sunday. We'll see how it goes with Clear Lake. I don't know if they're going to take a break for that event because it is a Saturday Sunday event, but we're not sure yet.
Very good.
Well, Johnny, thank you for coming on.
You bet.
Isiah, guys, we do have a few people to thank. I want to thank Headwaters Adventure Company for giving us this platform and opportunity to put a podcast on.
Yeah, appreciate you, Brian.
Yeah, and
thank you.
if there's any of you guys out there that are looking for paddle boards, right now they do have a 50% off sale going. So hit up Brian, hit up one of us. We'll get you in touch with them. First Gen Fishing, want to thank them too. Any of our listeners who want to get on their website, get some tackle. Anglers RX10 is a 10% code, and also Bioenno Power. They 20-year warranty, guys, on those lithium batteries. I run them, love them. They have a 10% code for you guys also, and that is 10 TEN. So I want to thank all three of those companies for helping us out here. And until then, Johnny, I think we're going to look at maybe getting Jesse on. I know he kind of had some stuff going on the last time. So probably going to see if we can get Jesse Hoover on, who won the TOC up at Bass Angler at Trinity. So we'll see if we can reach out and get him on for next week. So Isiah, have a great evening, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Isiah. Thank you.
Anytime, you guys as well.
Appreciate it. No problem. So, all right. Good night, everybody.